Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is We're the Millers, our first ever mill deck that is actually focused on taking the opponent's deck to zero. We've done a deck in the past that had mill elements, including the Darth Maul, also known as Cruel Somnophage. This deck is inspired from a deck one of our friends played on his channel. Let's go get some milling done. Decks aren't going to mill themselves. We've got cut down to help take care of the smaller enemy men. The enemy of our deck is enemy men looking to take down our life total while we work on their library. This gives us a shot to stay in the game a little bit longer. As a bonus, firing this off will count as a crime for our Deepmuck Desperado. He loves crimes. We have the full set of Gnawing Vermin. This little guy mills 2 cards from the opponent when he shows up. It might not seem like much, but the real reason we want to play this guy is for that early creature control. The extra mill is just a bonus. In combat, the Vermin will trade with 1 and even 2 toughness men. The Scavenger's talent is a twice useful card. It'll make food tokens we can sacrifice to gain some life, and when we level it up, we can mill the opponent for a pair of cards when we sacrifice a permanent. It's a combo all-in-one card. Cruel Somnophage we've used before. This time around, we want to use his mill ability and we can play him out later as a big blocker. And because his mill ability does target, it triggers crimes which our Desperado absolutely loves. All the milling is bound to make Darth Maul even bigger once we get him on board. Feed the Cycle is a fantastic removal that we can use to snipe enemy men as well as opposing planeswalkers. We can fire it off for 3 mana, or if we are able, we can fire our removal off for 2 mana and a forage. The great thing about it is it will hit any men, artifact or not. Savor is another removal that hits 2 and 1 toughness men. The bonus to it is we get a food token along with taking out one of the enemy men. That's another 3 life if we need it, as well as more mill if we have a talent on board. It's almost like our cards, like playing with our other cards. Deepmuck Desperado is the daddy of the Miller family. He will mill for 3 once per turn if we are able to commit a crime. Luckily, a lot of our cards are ways to commit crimes, so getting some mill action turn after turn will be easy. Invasion of Amonkhet is simple. Mill everyone for 3, then we get a draw while the opponent tosses a card. Should we get the opportunity to flip this over, we can pick any creature in any grave, and this will become a copy of it. There's some nice tricks we can pull off if we pick anything that has a backside as well. Jace is the mill planeswalker, and we're playing the full set. We want to get the opponent's grave to have 20 or more cards. That way we can refuel our hand when we choose the -2 ability. Reducing the power of enemy men is something we can do, but generally we want to be milling cards away more than anything else. Sheoldred is a bit of additional removal, plus we can flip her into the True Scriptures once the opponent has 8 or more cards in their grave. If we've managed to do a bit of milling, we'll be getting plenty of men from the grave. Plus, when we copy Sheoldred with a Lazotep convert, we can spend 5 mana to destroy one of the enemy and use this ability repeatedly as long as we like. GG's, bro. For lands, we're playing 4 Underground River, the Dimir Pain Duel, 4 Undercity Sewers, the Dimir Surveil land, 4 Restless Reef, the Dimir Shark land that also mills the opponent when we swing in with it, 7 Swamp, and 7 Islands. Playing the deck is pretty easy. The deck is not complicated at all, and there are not many times you should get caught out with a difficult choice to make. In the early turns, we focus on building our board with a talent or vermin while we keep enemy men off our back. In the mid-game, we want to land a Desperado and plow ahead with crimes as much as possible. Darth Maul should end up nice and plump against most decks, and we can often play him out as a big blocker while having mana up for more mill shenanigans. Don't be afraid to burn out an early or mid-game Jace for heaps of mill action. We want a well-stocked grave so a future Jace can draw us cards along with milling out some more cards. The Desperado is a true hero in the deck. With him on board every time we snipe an enemy or target the opponent with mill, we get an additional 3 cards to hit the bin. Multiple Desperados can turn through the opponent's deck quickly. For upgrades, any kind of bounce could be an asset to help deal with an opponent's board. We were tempted to try discard alongside the mill since we can work on reducing their hand and limiting their options while flipping cards from their library right into their grave. The Dark Knight is another great option as well. The Bat God can easily slide into Sheoldred's slots and give us a bit of lifelink along with discard in the late game. There is definitely plenty you can do to customize the deck to suit your playstyle. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is sane poo. I'm just glad it's not insane poo. GG's, bro. We open up with a 4-lander and a very clear line of plays. Looks like mill every turn. That's good, right? Keep. All right, get in there, Vermin. We need you to do 20 damage, bro. Looks like Boros. They didn't really need those men anyways, right, boys? They throw down a Heartfire hero anyways. Had we not dumped a pair of cards into their grave, we would have been tricked into thinking they were mono-red. We draw a removal, and we'll go ahead and trash their hero right away. He belongs in the garbage anyways. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? They seem to have no idea what to do. It's a rough life living in Boros land. They drop a little guy. Our Vermin will trade off with it, so we're fine. This turn will be an invasion turn. We can get additional mill on them as well as us, and we get an extra card while they have to toss one away. A quick check on Darth Maul, and he is up to a 6/6 already. Bro is getting swole, and that's without a lightsaber. That's a power draw right there. We get a Deep Mill Desperado. I know, it's Deep Muck, but Deep Mill sounds better. All right, let's see what the Mouseketeer is up to this time out. The plump up their cheeky little fella, but do they have the courage to send it? They've strapped on some big boy pants and swing in. He's too big to trade with, so we will not give a block. We get a second Deep Mill Desperado, the daddy of the Miller family. Darth Maul is adopted. This has to be a Desperado turn. With him on board, we can get some good mill action going. Prepare thy trousers, bro, for a staining. What they should have done is played out that enchantment after they attacked. Because now we get to do this. This time we do give a block. I don't want to endanger our Desperado in case they have a pump spell, so it's just the Vermin blocking up. Our men will trade, and when he dies, the Vermin will take out their freshly squeezed out token. And yes, that's a crime for those keeping track at home. Your token is gone, gonna have to pinch off another one, bro. This turn we can unload on the sad opponent. We'll land another Desperado and fire off Darth Maul's mill ability. That triggers both Deep Mill Desperados and will flush 10 of their cards right down the shooter. We'll send in our Desperado to take 2 off the invasion. If we flip it, we can copy the Sheoldred we have in our grave. And did you catch that? Darth Maul is up to a 12/12, a turn 6 12/12 for 2 mana. They land their beefiest mouse so far. He might be a pain for a little bit, at least until we can land Darth Maul and make him look tiny. They get a free 3/3 as well. That's all well and good, but those mice are still kind of small. They think they can come in, but no. Better keep that little thing in your pants, bro. Our Surveil land saves us from a land draw. We'll slide that over to the grave. Swipe left, boys. All right, Darth Maul, get in there and make them soil their shorts. He's a 12/12 and can only get bigger from here on out. Let's crime it up and send one of their men into the shooter. Another 2 of their men go from their library and into the grave. Didn't need those anyways, right, bro? They have to check out their own land. It is clear their hand doesn't have any good plays. Our hand doesn't have any good plays either, bro. They managed to add another quest caller, but are they coming in? They do have guts. There isn't any 1 mana pump spells that are capable of taking down our Darth Maul, so we will give a block. Throwing the Desperados in the way of the runner is only to make them think we're worried. But no, we're not worried. We get another Darth Maul. This is off the chain good. It could only have been better if we had drawn Jace. After all that mill, Darth Maul is only 1 short of being able to take them out with 1 hit. Let's send him in. Do they give a block? They do indeed. Now all Darth Maul has to do is touch them, and the game is over. A quick check shows us they have 7 cards left in their deck. They get decked or they take a pair of powerful hits. They manage to get another blocker. If their life doesn't get to 0, their library soon will. All we need is another crime, and their deck is toast. No jam, just plain bread. For reals, bro? The hour is late and the opponent suicides what's left of his team. We will give a block, all kinds of block. They have to give their guy +14/+14 so that it survives an encounter with Darth Maul, and they've got 2 cards and only 4 mana to do it. Good luck. I like how they're making this feel like it matters. They snipe a daddy deep mill. But that does nothing about the 2 Darth Mauls we have on board. They just get more swole. That's all their cards gone, and they'll have to block up to save their life. They can't take not even a single hit. Let's send it. This will wipe their 2 men, and they've got only card for their next turn. There she blows. GG's, bro. Boros mice get ousted. This is flying B alls. No, wait. It's flying G balls. My horns look better? You cannot escape the shuffler special. Luckily, this has some plays, although our black is going to be painful. As we like to say around here, keep your pants on. The opponent took a mole. They didn't like their shuffler special. We went ahead and risked it. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and think about this one, bro. Take your time. That was tough, wasn't it? We draw into a third land. That's a huge relief. Let's hit them with Darth Maul's lightsaber and take 4 off the top. They're on rats. We took out a pair of them and a removal along with a land. Bro, time to put on some big boy pants. You're on the big show. Our surveil land shows us an island on top. That's Jace mana right there. We'll gladly keep it on top. Apparently every turn is going to be a struggle with this guy. When they slow play like this, just beat them so they ended up doing nothing but wasting their time. Lord Skitter it is then. Sure, we could snipe the fool now, but let's play out one of our Deepmuck Desperados. We can hit them with removal next time, or even play out Jace, and that will trigger crimes. Playing rats requires a big brain, apparently. It's not just a matter of playing out men. You have to account for play order and why E equals MC squared and the gravitational weight of light inside a black hole. Let's play out Jace this time around. Just targeting their Skitter with the -3 power ability will trigger the Deepmuck Desperado. I'd like to see Darth Maul at 5/5 or bigger before we play him out.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
They could have saved themselves 3 cards if they had sniped the Desperado on our upkeep, or in response to us playing out Jace.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
They clear out our board. Just like that. We've still got plenty of ammo left in hand, but it looks like we'll be taking a couple of hits. They mill themselves a couple of cards. Thanks, bro. That's our 5th land. It's time for Sheoldred to get in there. Just for showing up, she'll scare Skitter right into an early grave. Get gone, girl. A patchwork banner. Let me guess you're gonna say rats, right, bro? Say rat. Another pair of cards go down the hole. Gotta love it when the opponent helps us out. Sure, that's more land, but that's fine. That will let us play out our second Deepmuck Desperado, and we have enough for the removal. fire in the hole. They get back a skitter, but then don't play it out. Their plan is to bring the heat turn after turn with the undying rat they have in their grave. But we have a Sheoldred ready to flip like a pancake. We know we aren't likely to win with Mill. We've run out of ammo, but we can win by getting all men from the grave, and Big Shelly can do that for us. And if we get men from the grave, we'll get back our desperados as well. Let's land our Darth Maul. At 9-9, he's going to be hard to punch through. We can effectively brickwall a lot of their men for the rest of the game, or at least until we flip Shelly. Our Surveil land gets us a cut down on top. The question is, do we want it? We could snipe one of their tokens, but their rats are all bigger than usual thanks to their banner. We'll keep it as taking out one of their tokens could prove useful in some way. I can't see yet. They send in a token once again just to trigger their Marsh Stalker. It's a useless play at this point, since we can block up and take out both of their men without losing any of ours. And now I'm glad we kept the cut down. We'll snipe their token with it, and when we flip Shelly, that will take out their Beastbinder. Trapper Keeper fool. We'll eat our food on our way out to the victory parade. This will make sure they have 0 men to be able to attack in with on their next turn. Let's send it. Special delivery, you have to wonder if they'll give a block. Darth Maul is coming a knocking, bro. They take the hits. Damages, bro, damages. And now we'll flip Shelly and snipe their binder. Trapper Keeper, bro. Now they have nothing to send in. What's the plan now? They land a pair of blockers, including a Vermin. They help us out some more. The more rats in the grave, the better the board will be for us. We draw into a removal, and now we take out their skitter. He'll look good on the shark side. All right, bro, your last turn to kill us. Bring the heat now or forever hold your peace. Well, they try, but it's not enough to take us down. Shelly will be doing her thing at the start of our turn. Your army versus my army. That sounds like a fair fight. All these rats along with the skitter means we get to clean out their grave. We'll take stuff that can't come back under our control. All this stuff has got to go. Their pants can't take the sudden pressure from their enormous download. GG's, bro. This is devious cover-up, bro. You just rotated out. No, wait, it's just devious. That's devious. Yet another shuffler special. We do have a pair of removals we can fire off to keep us in the game while we wait on more lands. A third land will let us play out an invasion, and hopefully we can get rolling from there. Keep. They're going for discard. That could be a problem as we're not really designed to draw a bunch of cards to counteract us tossing a lot of our ammo. We'll let go of Savor. If they're busy with discard, they might not have much in the way of Met. We draw a Jace and we'll play out our Surveil land. That's land number 3 on top. Unlike your last decks, that is a keeper. You had to know there was a Bandit's talent coming up. This time around, I think we can toss our own talent. Without men, we really can't do much with it, and right now we have 0 men in hand. They have another Bandit's talent. We're taking critical losses here. I hate to do it, but this time around, I think Jace has to be the one to go. The invasions will hit them with a discard and we get a card draw, so those are a bit more important. Darth Maul is a good draw, but right now we need to fire back. Let's hit them with a bit of their own medicine. How does that taste, bro? Like soiled underpants, I hope. Savor the flavor, my friend, because we got more of that coming. That's 3 Bandits' talents now. On the plus side, they have gotten themselves stuck on 2, falling victim to their own greed. You gotta know when to mull. Let's hit them again. After all that mill, our Darth Maul has only gotten up to a 3/3. That's the tragedy of decks that are light on men. All right, Vermin, get in there. You've got 20 damage to do this game. Did we just mill away 2 of their lands? That's right, we did. Suck it down, Devious. The Vermin are coming down. They got rid of the first one, but there's plenty more. We milled away the 4th Bandit's talent, so those are done. Checking out our Darth Maul, and he's actually up to a 7/7. We'll play out Darth Maul, and then we'll send the Vermin at one of our invasions. We've seen some pretty good stuff get sent to the grave, and we should capitalize on what's in there. They snipe Darth Maul, he's toast, no jam, but before he goes, let's use Savor on him. The food token might give us a bit of life that could save our bacon later on down the road. They level up a pair of their talents, so that's going to be a big smack at the start of our turn. Good thing we started working on our invasion. This turn we'll be able to flip the first one. A shark land is perfectly fine. We can use it to get in hits with and do some more milling while we stockpile cards in hand. Oh yeah, I knew I saw a lot of great men in the yard. Their grave is loaded. Of all these, the Dark Knight seems like the legit choice for keeping us alive. His lifelink will be game-saving. They do some more leveling up. We'll eat our food at the end of their turn. I needed a snack break anyways. It's a hit for 6, but with the lifelink from the Dark Knight, this will be just 2 damages a turn. Let's activate the Shark Land and send the team. We can go ahead and flip our other invasion. That'll give us more board presence, and we'll be better prepared against removals. Sheoldred would be good to copy, but she's just 2 life gain per draw. That would only neutralize the life we're losing. But if we take Fleshy, it'll be a 4/4 beater with lifelink as well. That's our guy. They throw down a big Camille. That doesn't quite fit discard? Or am I wrong here? It gets them a go for the throat? I'm guessing that's the end of one of our men, but no, they aimed it at our Dark Knight. That's where it gets tricky, because it says return it to play transformed, which is the Lazotep convert again, and we can just pick out the Dark Knight again. Oopsie poopsie, bro. All right, let's activate and send the team. That's GG's. We fought through 3 bandits' talents and still got the job done. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.